IELTS is definitely something that people try to avoid as much as possible. So in this video, we are going to be talking about the waivers that you can get if you are applying to universities in Europe and you do not want to write IELTS. Where should you go? What should you do? Pay attention right through till the end of the video. Okay, so we begin with the first place, which is Germany. Germany has a high acceptance rate and zero tuition, so extremely attractive. And we are going to see some examples here. Here you have the Technical University of Munich, which is the TUM. You have University of Berlin, you have University of Gießen, you have University of Koblenz and Landau and Siegen. I am definitely pronouncing that wrong. So what you should know is that public universities often charge zero tuition. The strategy here is submit an MOI, which is a medium of instruction certificate from your home university, stating that English was your language of instruction. So when English was your language of instruction, these universities in Germany can actually waive you submitting anything related to IELTS. Remember, if you have to pause this, take a screenshot of the names of these universities, do it, because you should be applying to these universities. If you apply to a different university, you are not going to get those benefits. You're not going to get this benefits. Okay, so here you have zero tuition, and then you have IELTS that is being waived. To be honest, I think that this is like an amazing opportunity if you do not want to write IELTS, and then you have to you can study with zero tuition. Of course, since it's Germany, there is the idea of the blocked accounts that you have to think about, but I think Germany here and these universities are giving a good deal. Let's go to the next one. All right, you guys, I'm just going to take a minute to tell you all about my database. If you are someone thinking about studying abroad, the best place for resources is my database. I update it almost every day, so you're not going to miss any news in terms of studying abroad, scholarships, SOP samples, CV samples. Everything that you need in order to study abroad is in that database. Your job is just to get up every day, log in 1 or 2 hours, follow the samples, search for the scholarship, follow the samples, write your CV, follow the samples, write your SOP, follow the samples, write your research proposal, and apply. This is the exact formula that I use to get 4 fully funded scholarships, and if you follow it, I promise you, you are going to get your own scholarship. The link is in the description box, so please sign up for it. We have Finland. This is the green list exemptions. So these are the universities like Aalto and Tampere. They exempt for specific countries. They have countries in Asia that they are doing exceptions for, and then they have countries in Africa that they are doing exemptions for. Asia, Hong Kong, India, Philippines, Singapore. And then for African countries, you have Botswana, Cameroon. That is very interesting for them to have Cameroon, because Cameroon is a bilingual country. It speaks English and French. But here, okay, Eswatini. Is English like their official language? I like how I'm here thinking in real time. Ethiopia. I've met people, I've chatted with people online from Ethiopia who were barely speaking English. I don't know. Gambia, Ghana, of course, Kenya, yeah, Lesotho, Liberia, Malawi, Namibia, Nigeria, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. So the important notice here is that at least 50% of the degree must be completed in English in the listed country. Okay, that is now it begins to explain itself, because in most, like in Cameroon, when I was giving the example, yes, it's like English and French speaking, but also they have English speaking universities. So the idea here is, if you've done your program in any of these languages, like in English, 50% of it, you can apply to the University of Aalto in Finland, and you can apply to the University of Tampere in Finland. Okay, now let us move on to the next one. We are going to be looking at region 3, which is Norway, and they have the GSU pathway. I don't know what GSU means. Strict list, specific examples. So let us look at the University of Oslo, which is here. They generally require the test, and then India, Pakistan, Nepal, unless you're holding a specific English literature degree. Okay, that is interesting. And then the Arctic University of Norway, they have exemptions for these countries: Botswana, Gambia, Ghana, Kenya, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Deadlines are very early, often in December and January for the following August intake. And it is good to have this information, whether you are going to be applying right now or you're going to be applying next year. So it really, really doesn't matter. I think that gathering information when it comes to studying abroad, or like what universities actually waive out or whatever, these things do not change after 1 year. So it is not like, oh, if I don't learn the information now, it is going to be useless because this academic year is already over. Not at all. You are still going to use this information. So it is important to get the information, know the names of the universities, go straight to those universities, and you do not have to struggle as much. Okay, now we go to region 4. We are talking about Sweden, and they have the English 6 equivalents. So let's look at the names. Here we have they have the 60 ECTS rule, 1 year of credit from an English speaking university. Okay, so if you have that, they are going to exempt you. All right, and then the African degree exemptions, they have these exemptions from Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, Uganda, Zimbabwe, and others. Okay, and then the main subject rule. So these are the 3 ways. If you are from these African countries, they have the exemption. If you've done 1 credit from an English speaking country, you have the exemption. And then if English was the main subject of your degree, let's say BA in English or English literature, then you get the exception. So let's look at the names of the universities. The universities are Lund University, Uppsala University, and Stockholm University. So if you're looking to get IELTS waived, those are the universities that you should be targeting in Sweden. Of course, you have to look at all of the other things that are important, but at least waiving out helps you save money, and then it also gives you a direction as to what you can do today. Because if they are waiving out, what is your excuse for not beginning your application right now? Like, what is your excuse? What is it? Because you cannot tell me that, oh, Dr. Sylvie, let me go and write my IELTS, give me 6 months. No, there is no 6 months. These universities are waiving out. So go straight for it and start doing your applications today. Okay, let's go to region 5. This is Central and Southern Europe. And the countries here are Poland and Italy. They have flexibility and interviews. So let's look at Poland. The universities here are University of Wroclaw. Oh, wow. And the Warsaw University of Technology. So these universities accept the medium of instruction certificate. If your university can issue that medium of instruction certificate saying that, okay, let's say Sylvie Waticum studied at our university, and all of the programs were done in English, then that tells them, okay, we can actually waive for this particular student because of the university and the language of instruction that the student went through. Now let's look at Italy. The universities here are University of Bologna and University of Milan. So here they have their policies and a holistic assessment. It often uses Skype and Zoom interviews to verify proficiency if MOI is provided. Okay, which means that what these universities do is, step 1, they accept your MOI, that medium of instruction certificate, right? So step 1, they accept it, but still, because they want to check to be sure, they have you get on a Zoom call and then they cross-check again. I think that this is also done in France, if I am not mistaken. I think France has this system where they get on a call with you just to verify and ask you like questions in English to see how good you communicate or how poorly you communicate. You communicate poorly, you're out. You are out. All right, let us look at region 6 here. We're looking at Belgium and the Netherlands. They are specific and they are strict. Okay, Belgium, this is the Flanders. You have VUB, which is Vrije Universiteit Brussels. I don't know what language. I know in Belgium they speak French, right? I don't know what other languages is like. Why is this? Oh, they speak French, German, and I think English, right? I don't know. And then they have Ghent University. So this is generally strict, but exemptions exist for diplomas from Flemish institutions or specific program waivers. Okay, so that is Belgium. And then let's look at the Netherlands. They have very strict standards. And then the exception is Vrije Universiteit Amsterdam exempts degrees from Singapore and South Africa. Really? Really? I don't know. Sometimes I always when I see these things, I always wonder the politics behind it, because the idea is you want to what is the goal? The goal is, can this student speak and communicate in English at a higher level, right? Let's say you're doing your bachelor's, you're doing your master's. What is the goal? The goal is that will you succeed at their institution studying in English? So why would you just provide exemptions for very few countries? I don't get it. I honestly struggle to with when it comes to this English language thinking. It's so the politics of it really irks me a lot. All right, let's go to practical things that you can do. For example, how should you request for these waivers? Okay, so the first things you're going to, there are different ways. There are actually different universities do this in different ways. You have a preemptive email, like you have from to their admissions team. I'm applying for the intake. My undergraduate degree was taught in English. Your website mentions exemptions for degrees. Does my attached MOU certificate fulfill the language requirement? So just reach out to them with something like this and then see. And I think that if you, regardless of whatever university you want to study in these countries, send this document still. Send it still. Because if you have a certificate showing that your instructions was done in English, why would they say no? I know they have the official list and whatever, but why would they say no? It really does not make any sense. So what I'm trying to tell you all here is that go ahead and send it. Where it officially says you can or you can't, go ahead and send it. Okay, let's look at the strategic access cheat sheet. So Germany, yes, MOU is accepted. In fact, all the countries MOU is accepted: Germany, Norway, Finland, Sweden, Poland, and Italy. Italy, they say case by case, but you see all of it. And then you have the specific country list. Yes, some of them have specific list, and then the difficulty level, low, medium, it varies. But at the end of the day, what I am telling you all here is that I think the decision when it comes to IELTS and English proficiency is a political decision. Businesses, there are so many established businesses doing English language studies and whatever, and if they just stop it, all of those businesses are going to close. So as someone who is seeking to study abroad, my counsel to you is, you saw that letter, that sample, what you should do to request a waiver. Step one, ask your university for that certificate. Medium of instruction was in English. Ask them for that certificate. Step two, whatever university you want to apply to in Europe, reach out to them, attach your certificate showing your medium of instruction was in English, and then let them give you the official feedback. If they say no, too bad, but at the same time, I think it will be really sad for them to say no, because you just want to check if I can do advanced studies in English, and this is me proving that I can do advanced studies in English, right? So yeah, y'all go ahead, send them, and you can also let me know in the comment section, like, what did you send, what feedback did you get? That would be a good place to start from. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. Please do well to like the video, share with a friend, a brother, a sister, an auntie, an uncle, anyone that you think that this is going to help. And let me know in the comment section, was this helpful for you? Please let me know. And if there are any topics that you are interested in, you want me to capture, you want me to do a video on, let me know in the comment section. I am going to see you all in the next one. Peace.